Editing videos in CapCut nowadays. Most people think it's a cheap work because there are so many complex, paid software options out there. But that's a huge misconception. CapCut is just a beginner software until you master it. It's not about how expensive your software is. It's about how well you use the tools you have. CapCut gives you everything you need to learn and grow as an editor. Keyframes, masking, effects. With the ideas in your brain, you can literally bring visuals to life. I already made a video on how to edit like a pro in CapCut. So this is part 2. And in this one, we're exploring 5 powerful editing tips and tricks that can instantly elevate your edits. For the first one, let's look at how to create these viral Apple-style text animations. Apple designs always stand out because of their minimal and smooth look, and this animation style follows that same idea. Clean UI motion, smooth transitions, and simple layouts. That's why this style is blowing up across social media. To create this look, there are 2 important things. The first key is color. Apple designs usually use white and black, sometimes with a small accent color for highlighting. The second key is fonts. Apple uses its own font family called SF Pro Display, which gives that clean Apple-style aesthetic. So first I add a white background to the timeline. Then I go to adjustment and slightly decrease the white. Next, add your text. You can type it manually, or if you have voiceover, you can generate auto captions like this. Then change the text color to black and set the font to SF Pro Display Medium. Now duplicate the text layer using Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Go to the caption tab of the duplicated layer and separate each word by pressing Enter after every word. Only do this on the duplicated layer. Now you'll have one normal caption layer and another layer where each word is separated. Next, stack all the word layers like this to prepare them for animation. Since I'm using 2 lines of text, I divide them into 2 parts. You'll notice that all the words are centered. Align them properly using the first caption layer as a reference. Once everything is aligned correctly, delete the first caption layer. Now you'll see that every word appears individually. Select the first word layer and add a transform keyframe at the beginning frame. Move forward about 8 frames and add a second keyframe. Then go back to the first keyframe and set the Y position to -250 so the word starts slightly above the screen. Right-click and open Show Variable Speed Animation. Select the Y-axis graph and apply a preset like Cubic Out or Cubic Ease for a smooth motion. Or you can make your own animation. For example, to create a bouncy slide-up effect, add a third keyframe about 5 frames after the second one. Enable the Bezier handles and shape the graph to create a slight bounce like this. After that, close the graphs and go to the Animation tab. Add a blur in Animation and set the duration to 0.3 seconds. Now you'll get a smooth, bouncy slide-up animation. Finally, repeat the same process for each word layer to complete the effect. This is how to make Apple-style text animation. Alright, next effect is this glowing outline. You can add a glowing border or a moving outline around your clips like this to make them feel more dynamic. To create this, first upload a black background and increase the fade to around 20. Then upload your image or clip on top. For this example, I'm using one of my old thumbnails. Next, add a rectangle mask and adjust it so it fully covers the image. Set the corner roundness to around 15. This step is optional, but it helps create those clean, rounded corners. Now for the border, CapCut doesn't provide a proper border or color outline tool, so here's the simplest workaround. Open Photoshop, or if you don't have it, go to the Photopea website. It's free. Upload the exact same image there. Then add a color overlay and change it to any color you want. You can even use gradients if you prefer. Save the image and go back to CapCut. Now duplicate your original image layer, then upload the colored image and replace the first layer with it. Increase its size by 1 point. Now you'll see the border appear around the original image. To animate it, right-click the layer and select Create Compound Clip. Then go to the Mask tab and add a split mask. Rotate the mask like this and set the feather to around 25. Add a mask keyframe at the beginning, then move to the last frame and rotate the mask to the direction you want the animation to move. Finally, if you want a stronger look, you can add a glow effect on top to make the outline feel more vibrant. Third one is the counter number effect. This is used by a lot of big creators because showing numbers is one of the best ways to boost retention. When numbers are constantly changing or counting up, viewers naturally keep watching to see where it ends. To create this in CapCut, add a text layer and type your starting number. For example, I'll start with 100,000. You can use any font you like. Then move forward about 3 frames and press delete right. Now duplicate that text. Select both clips and duplicate them again. Repeat this process until you reach around 2 seconds. The more clips you add, the smoother your animation will be. Now we need to change each number manually. For example, if the first number is 100,000, the next one can be something like this. Try not to make huge jumps between numbers. Keep them somewhat close for a smoother flow. But don't worry, you don't need to spend time thinking of random numbers. I'll include a 0 to 1 million randomized number list in the description. You can use that and adjust it to your needs. Once you've updated all the numbers, select all the text clips, right-click, and create a compound clip. Finally, add motion blur and set it to around 50 to make the movement feel smooth. And just like that, you've got a clean, fast-moving counter effect. Next, let's look at morphing. Morphing is the process of smoothly transforming one object into another, like text, shapes, objects, even characters. It's a really cool technique for motion graphics. To create this in CapCut, go to the Stickers tab and select the Shapes tool. Here you'll find different shapes you can use. Let's go with a square. Add it to the timeline, then change the color. You can use a solid color, a gradient, or even a texture. I'll go with a gradient. Now to transform the shape, add a transform keyframe and a corner radius keyframe at the beginning frame. Then move forward a few seconds and change the shape. To turn the square into a circle, simply increase the corner radius all the way to the maximum. Now you'll see it smoothly transform into a circle when you play it. You can also adjust the keyframe graphs to control how smooth or fast the morph feels. And it's not just circles. You can morph into rectangles or other shapes as well. Using keyframes, you can match the motion perfectly to your video. And that's how you create a clean morphing effect inside CapCut. Alright, for the last one, let's create this liquid text effect inside CapCut. Let's start with the background. Add a square shape and scale it up to fully cover the screen. Then change the color. I'll go with a deep blue. Right-click the shape layer and create a compound clip. Go to Adjust and decrease the exposure to around -50. Then add a circle mask, adjust it like this, and turn on reverse. Now, you've got a clean background. Next, add a text layer and type whatever you want. Use a bold font for better results, and set the size to around 25. Change the text color to green. Then enable stroke, set it to blue, and set the thickness to around 10. Now add another square shape, scale it to fully cover the screen, and choose a color slightly lighter than the background. After that, convert it into a compound clip. Go to the Mask tab, select the pen tool, and draw a wave shape like this. Next, select both the text and background layers and create a compound clip. Place the wave shape layer below it. Then select the top layer, go to the Remove BG tab, choose Chroma Key, and remove the green color from the text. Now bring the wave shape to the center like this, and you'll start to see the liquid text effect. To animate it, add a transform keyframe at the beginning frame. Place the wave shape like this, then go to the end frame and change the position so the wave flows across the text. Now you'll get that smooth liquid motion. Finally, you can add a glow effect on top to make it look even more polished and vibrant. So yeah, that's it for this one. And as you can see, you don't need expensive software to make your edits look clean and professional. At the end of the day, it's not about how many effects you use, it's about how you use them. Keep it simple. That's what makes your edits stand out. So I'll see you in the next one.